I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And this is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now a 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Pierce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, this defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Stroud on third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A third down gain of 19. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. At their own 49-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 10. A give left side for Pierce. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. When you talk about this Jets defense, they enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hardman to return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
This 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken right around the 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Jets at 500 hit 6 and 6, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Stroud now on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 98 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Pierce will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. 4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown. Dameon Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Texans 21, Jets nothing. Fairbairn at the kickoff.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff right side to Pierce. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. Bulldozes past him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 39-yard line.
They go again with Pierce. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
14. First down, Houston.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Pierce now up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Stroud. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
Touchdown, Jets! Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 6 now. they'll go right back to Pierce. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 189 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And they will not be able to add on to their 20-point lead. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped.
Pierce has it knocked loose, and it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes, but 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. But 223 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 4. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Going for it with Pierce. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On 1st down, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Rodgers going to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to